press it. Go. There we go. I think it's working. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dilly-lily-ling. Hello and welcome to another episode of GameHammer Monday Night Live. It looks like we are up and running, but who knows? In the great scheme of things, how long it'll last, because we have been having a few property-dobbities tonight on the Monday Club for Jenny Kirk. We have had a few issues there. Tonight's beverage of choice is Diet Coke. And let's see how well this goes. I'm just going to set my monitor to work off there. Try to actually make it go like us. There we go. So, hopefully everything's working. It is, of course, Monday Night Live, the Anything Goes retro gaming channel show. And it looks like we are just about at the point where things might work. So, we have a request night. This is the request night. Why is it so dark in here? Everything doesn't seem to want to shine properly. I just looked straight into the studio light to see whether it was on, which was a great idea. So now I can't see very well. I've got flashes in my vision from where I looked at it. Oh, that was a stupid idea. But hopefully it'll work. James Pett says, must the Monday Club is on holiday, spending time with a grandmother and eating dinner. Well, to be fair, that is a good reason not to be in the Monday Club. If you've got holiday and you're visiting people and having dinner, dinner is good. Dinner, good. So I'm sure you'll find. We did have a good giveaway on the Monday Club, actually. A 00 gauge Railway Operating Division 1918 locomotive. The number on the side of 1918. I don't know when it was actually built. It seemed quite nice. So, we've had a request for tonight's beverage of choice. Base chicken is H2O. Good choice. The choice of a healthy generation. Here's the question. I have a Sinclair ZX Plus 2, 128K, but I cannot for the life of me, find the power cable. I know it's around here somewhere. Oh, the giveaway. Who won? Zantec. Zantec won. I was trying to remember the name there. I'm just going to have to look around on the floor to see if I can find where this thing is. So you guys are probably not going to be able to see this very well, but I can jump to the other webcam. Hello there. And I'll say hi to everyone who's in the chat in a minute. I've now got to look down here to see if I can find where the cable is. And I'm going to be following it via the ZX Spectrum's own power cord. To see where it appears to be over in this corner. Okay, let's see if I can find this. I can't believe we're doing this. In order to try and work out what's going on with this, I've got... Oh my god. I really need to tie it in here. This is one of those things that happens whenever, guys... Oh, you're over there. Whenever I spend too long working on other projects, for some reason everything gets tangled up in here, and now I can't find anything. So, I have a wire here, which goes over there. If I tug on this, hopefully I can unravel it. Oh my goodness, how is it so... Got it! I have the power. I have power! So that's the DC power. So now I've got to try and find out where the other cable is, which is the one that goes into the machine and tells us what we're actually doing. So hopefully tonight we won't have too many issues. Let's go back to the main thing. There we are. Tonight we won't have too many issues, I hope, because that would be nice if we didn't. So that's the Commodore. Where's this? I've just dropped the switch. That's wonderful. So that's probably not going to work. Everything is a mess in here. Ah, don't do this to me. Don't do this. Where's the... Ah! You know when we say anything goes? What generally goes first is my patience. Loving the disco lighting. Thank you. Oh my goodness, that was so loud. I can't... This is... I've run from doing the Monday Club with Jenny to trying to do Monday Night Live here. And I can't find this thing. I have it labelled up. And now I can't find it. Is this the Spectrum one? Spectrum, got it. So, let's see if we can get this to work. Right, I need to plug this one in here. Naturally, the RGB, which is on the left of the back of the Spectrum, is attached via the the cables on the right hand side, and the power, which is on the left of the desk, attaches on the right. Because that's just wonderful. That's just how these things work. So if we plug this in, hopefully this should turn straight on. Yes. Yes. Is it? Your request from last week was Flight Sim. Yes, it was. Okay, this isn't... Well, it's kind of working and kind of not. So if I press that button, what happens? Nothing. What if I press the button on the side? Where's the button on the side? Nothing. Copyright 1982 Amstrad. It's gone straight into 48K mode. That's exactly what we need. So we're in 48K mode. Okay, if I press this button, what happens? Something's loading, but I don't know what. Okay, so while that's doing its thing, which it shouldn't be, I'm going to press that button again. Stop loading, I don't know what it is. Stop! This game is not ready. What if I press that one? Is that a reset button? It is, okay. Right, that just makes no sense, so take that out. Put that in. What happens if I press this button now? Nothing! I don't think it's working. We have such fun on this, don't we? So, let's have a look at who's in the chat before we go any further. Hello to Professor Brainy Specs, who says, anything goes. Oh my. Welcome to GameHammer Classic Gaming After Dark. Dave Holloway says, he requests a game of Kirby. I do have a game of Kirby. I've brought it in especially for that from the collection in the other room. Heyon Pud says, can we have school days? Can we still do school days? Yes, that's why I've got the Spectrum out. Trains Kit says, do you have any Snake games on all computers? Yes, we do. I think there's one on the Amstrad CPC called Isotopes. I'm pretty sure I've got a copy of that. Jamie Smith, hello there. Good evening, Zoe and everyone in the chat. James Pets, of course, we've been talking to. And Space Chicken, the mighty Space Chicken. Hello to Chris the Duke, how you doing? And Hillside Junction as well. Hello there. No, the loading sound is quite soothing, says Heyon. Yeah, I bet it is. My biggest issue, though, is that it wasn't meant to be loading anything. It was supposed to be bringing up a menu so we can decide what to load. Let's see if this is going to work. Right, I'm going to take this out the back of the machine and then plug it back in again. But, of course, this is the +2, so it's actually not designed for the +2. It's designed for the 48K. So it's a bit of a squeeze, but I think we can do this. Also, I haven't used this in a while, so let's hopefully work. Should work. Go on in. Go on. This is the problem with trying to use old technology. Heyon says another OG Dizzy run could be good too. So close to finishing last time. Yeah. Hi, Captain T-Dowd. How you doing? Says hi to my favourite Zoe. There are others? There are many. There was actually a Queen Zoe, but that was only in the Bronze Age. There's been no Queen Zoe since. I know this because I looked it up when I created my own micronation for a laugh. This really doesn't want to go back in. I should not have taken it out. But of course I had to, because it had to be packed away safely. And you can't leave something sticking out the back of a computer for months on end without using it. That would just be wrong. Plug this in. Please tell me this is going to work. Detecting devices. Not usually on the interwebs at this time. The larks you get up to. I try my best. Here we are. Load. Okay, if I press this button, what's it going to do now? Loading Exis-DOS. No! I don't want you to load Exis-DOS. I don't want that. Oh my goodness, the things that go on here. Yeah, it's just not work. This is so broken. Yeah, this really does not want to work. Okay, guys, we may not be playing something on this spectrum tonight. It does not seem to want to do anything. So let's just try and adjust that again. Plug the power in. We may have to jump on and try School Days Another Night. Aha! This is interesting. Right. Here we are. So now we're at the... I've got sound. I've just realised we've got sound. There wasn't sound from the Spectrum last time. Okay, that's interesting. What issues am I having? A computer from 41 years ago is not happy. That's what we got. Tape loader 120k. Well, we're going to go into 48k basic. Just waiting for you to give up before it working. Yeah. Okay, this is it. So if I press this button, it's green. If I press it, nothing happens. It should be reading the cassette, the SD card. Okay, this is Allow me to quickly bring up a new window. Or Command 4. Right, I need to bring up the DivMMC Future website. So, DivMMC Future Manual. How do I use the bloody thing? It's been so long. Right, we don't need to download XDOS because we've already got it. SD card, got a thing, menu. When you want to load something, press the menu button at the rear, which is the rear button on the DivMMC Fusion. This is illuminated and will flash during operation. When the menu appears, you can navigate through the arrow keys. Okay, Right, so I've got that, and I'm pressing the menu button. There are two buttons. I press one, and it restarts it. I press the other one, and it does nothing. Nothing. If I press the other one, that restarts. If I press this one now, nothing. Nothing happens. Okay, we have an interesting problem here. Spectrum 48K with a rubber keyboard playing silly buggers. I remember the same from 1985. Yeah. So it does not want... The non-illuminated button on DivMMC Future is a reset button. So there's only two on here. There are two things. Within BASIC, a number of commands are available as an alternative to using the main menu. So we could do, okay, .ls to show directory listing. Let's have a look at that and see if this works. Right, let's see if this works. .ls. It does not work. So, what we can tell from this is that the DivMMC is not actually attached properly. So, let's take it back out, which it's not happy about, and try to slide this back in properly. It should be okay. I'd have thought it would be okay. But it doesn't seem to want to work. So let's do this properly. Let's line up the jumper, yeah. Nope, that's not work because it's gone in at an angle. We're going to get there, guys. This is what happens with the computer equals unhappy. Yes, the computer is angry. The computer is not happy. There, right. That's clicked in. That SD card is in. So all that's happy. Funnily enough, letting the Spectrum rest for a while has given us sound back, which is interesting. We haven't used this since I created that game on it. Okay. Here we are. Straight into this .ls. It's here. It's working. Okay. This is good. There we are. Right. We're in. We're in. Okay. We're in. This is good. This is good news. ZX. That's what we want. ZX Spectrum. Now we go down to S. See what's on here. Oh, where's School Days? I was sure I put School Days on here. Right, okay. This isn't a problem. This isn't a problem. So I'm going to go to a website now. Download School Days ZX Spectrum. World of Spectrum has School Days. Now, World of Spectrum's good because if you're not allowed to distribute the game, like the distribution has been denied, then it won't be on here. So we should be able to get the files if they're here. Yes, they are. So we're now downloading a perfect TZX tap tape, which is the file format that we need. Did that download or did it just not? I'd imagine computers aren't that stable from that time period, says Zach Farmer. To be honest with you, the Sinclair versions of various computers weren't great even at the time. And people will fight me over that, but Sinclair had a real bad problem at times. So we're just going to unpack that tap format. And I remember actual DOS. Yes, I remember DOS. DOS was good. But, and I had this argument with someone once, excuse me, where he was claiming that, oh, everything was... I really do not seem to be as brightly lit today as I usually am. That's very strange. I look like I'm in the dark. I'm going to have to adjust my lighting in here. This is very odd. There used to be this thing, I'm pretty sure TZX format's fine, where this guy was claiming that, just shows how computers have evolved, yes, where, you've got to remember, this was cutting edge back in the 80s. Computers had... A home computer for under £100 had not existed before Sir Clive Sinclair created the ZX Spectrum. That's how cutting edge this thing was. And as a result, there are some issues. But what was I saying? Yeah, this guy was saying, yeah, oh, DOS, everyone knew about DOS. DOS was great, and it wasn't Windows that changed everything. And like, no, dude, it was. Windows changed everything. Let me try and plug that in. It doesn't seem to want to recognize this SD card. Well, that's not a good thing. I know that the SD card slot on this computer is old and very well used because I'm a video editor that uses it a lot. I might have to get an external one actually to stop it from doing this sort of thing. So I'm just going to switch out the one from my camera, which I know works. God bless the Clive, says hey on. Yes. He managed to do pretty much the impossible and make in 1982, when Britain was in a recession, a microcomputer for the home that was fully functional for under £100. It's like the Raspberry Pi of its day. It changed the world, and it's amazing, and we should all be grateful to him. Right, let's see if this is going to work. Right, where's S? Where's S? Here we are. Okay, I'll tap format T. Oh, this is TZX. Oh, for goodness sake. Right, we need a different version. New window. World of Spectrum again. Download. School Days ZX Spectrum. Can't use a you can't use TZX on the DivMMC. It's TAP that we need. TAP format, not TZX. Microsphere non-TZX tap tape image. There we go. That's what we want. .tap. Yeah. So we just bring that version down, and we're going to play some frickin' School Days. It's only 20 minutes into the show, but we're going to do it. School Days. Did it copy of it? Yes, it did. There we go. Right, here it is. And drop that into the bin. There we go. Right. Here we go. Right. Now I put this back into the camera so I don't lose it, because that would not be the first time that's happened. I am terrible for this. We're going to play some frickin' School Days. That's how this works. It's how it works. Right. Put that in there. Come on. Go in, slide it into the Spectrum. There we go. Okay. Someone could have pulled the plug on Skynet, I suppose. Here we go. Yeah, Windows changed a lot of things with computers, making them so much easier to use. Right. Oh, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me, Spectrum. It's not working anymore. Seriously, it's just not working anymore. Okay, we got it to work. It's a little bit finicky. Detecting the drives. .ls. So it is working. Here we go. Right, let's do this. ZX Spectrum. Now we go down to S. Please tell me this is going to work. There it is, school days. No! 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 It just broke. Oh, come on. Please tell me this is going to frickin' work. Oh my goodness. Right, reboot. Reboot the whole thing. It did not like that at all. Seriously, it does not. School days. Okay, is there any other game we'd like to play? Because it looks like I'm going to have to deal with this. So the games we're playing tonight is trying to load the game. Yeah, apparently, at this point I'm willing to jump straight to Dizzy and see if we can play that. But my goodness, come on, there's got to be a way. There's got to be a way to Blockbuster. Who sang that? Take care, T-Dowd. Thanks for coming along. Have a great night, and thank you, and I'll see you soon. I'm going to mute the thing so I can plug this in, by the way. And we're back. So that didn't want to work. I've got all kinds of games here, but apparently that did not want to do anything. It really, really was not happy. And I don't know what's wrong. So, yeah. Dizzy or Treasure Island? Maybe the first one. Yeah, okay, well, let's go for Dizzy. Come on, Diz. Dizzy 1. Where's Dizzy 1? Dizzy 1 is there. If this doesn't work, I'll be very surprised. Here we go. Right. Take care. Thanks very much, Jamie. Take care and see you later. Have a great night. Now, I'm going to put my headphones in to see if I can hear whatever's coming through, because I don't know if there is any music, but we'll see what happens. I don't know if there's any sound or not. I think there is a sound. It's not the sound I'm used to, because I know there's a hamster. Shall we try it? Let's try it. Right, I'm going to press record. Let's get in there and see if I can do a version of Dizzy tonight. Jump to start or K for Kempston. Here we go. Boing, boing, boing. It's a shame Patrick's not in at the moment. He'd be really annoyed with me the way I'm bouncing around. Yes, it is a weird tinny sound because we're playing it on the Spectrum. Beep 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 ZX Dizzy without the rotten CPC green. I know they should have gone for a blue tint or just black dithering, because that would have worked so much better. Right. We have the Acme Birdseed. Beep. There we go. We got him. I have managed to completely... Wow. Okay, well, game's crashed. Looks like we're starting again. Oh, it's going well tonight. At this rate, I'm going to start crying in a corner. Oh, it's always the nights when I haven't got any medication, isn't it? So if I seem a bit weird, guys, I'm just going to explain it. I am literally off my meds because I ran out and it's a bank holiday. So if I go a bit weird, that's why. This computer is not happy. I blame the heat. It was always the same in the 80s, wasn't it? Oh, the Spectrum won't load because it's warm. Here we go. We're going to try this and hope that it works. Right. We're going to try a game of Dizzy, and if it's like 1985 on... Yeah, the cutting edge of computing technology. and it doesn't bloody work because it's the cutting edge and the things just decide to break. It's very annoying. Right, we're gonna go past this bird. It's always weird, that's why we're like, oh, thank you. But yeah, if I do look a bit weird or I start shouting at anything out of the blue, I do apologise now. It's like I said to Jen, I'm trying my best to hold together, but I am bipolar, and due to a family funeral, a huge amount of work that I had to do earlier in the week, and just general forgetfulness of the fact that there was a bank holiday this weekend, I ran out of my tablets and couldn't pick any up. So tomorrow I get to pick them up, but I'm doing my best to hold together at the moment. That's just how it is. So, not making any excuses. I'm just apologising if I come across a bit odd. So we've got the raincoat. We're going to need the raincoat in a second because we're going into an area with acid rain. I think Dizzy jumps and rolls differently on the Spectrum compared to the Amstrad, even though it's literally coded on the Amstrad, then ported directly to the Spectrum via a customised link cable, and altered slightly once it got there to make it run properly. But it's like, this is weird. The Amstrad was as bad. You'd wait for the tape to load and then it just didn't. Yes, that is true. The Amstrad's built-in tape recorder is far more reliable than most external ones, though. Mostly because, being internal, it doesn't have the same issue that you can accidentally damage a wire and not know about it. Right, here we go. Taking the birdseed up the mountain so that we can deal with the birdies. Watch the birdies, poison the birdies. There we go. Doing a grand job of keeping it together. Thank you so much. Let's do this. We can do this. Come on, boing. I have to say one thing about the Spectrum compared to the Amstrad versions. The flashing on the items does stand out a bit better on the Specky. The Spectrum does a great thing where it can set whether a colour is light or dark, which gives it a slightly larger range than you'd expect in terms of colour depth. So it's got quite a deep and varied colour palette. I really do like it. For example, that grey, I'm almost 100% certain, is actually just the white colour, only set to dark instead of to bright. And as a result, Dizzy stands out more compared to everything else, which is brilliant. It's a lovely piece of engineering that Sir Clive and his team did. I'm really impressed. I always liked the Spectrum. I was a big fan of it as a kid because my cousin had it. I had the Amstrad, he had the Spectrum, so we got to really see a good range of old games. But one of my other cousins, who's dead now, I couldn't believe it. I was heartbroken because he was a lovely guy, but he had an accident during COVID. Not to do with COVID, just happened to be during it, and he died. But he had a Commodore. Hardly ever got to play it though. Normally he came around to my house when we saw each other, so I didn't get to see it as much. So I don't have the same nostalgia, but I do love my Commodore now that I've got one. But yeah. We were all shocked and heartbroken, James. It was just, he didn't deserve it. But there we are. That's life for you. But yeah, so I didn't get to see the Commodore as much, so I don't have the same childhood nostalgia about it. But the Amstrad and Spectrum, they're like right here in my heart. Values56XX says, I played it on a black and white TV that I was given. Hey, the Spectrum worked well on a black and white TV. My first Amstrad CPC had a green screen. It was a green screen monitor, so everything was shades of green. I was amazed when I finally got to see Ghostbusters and the Trapdoor in colour, because I'd been playing them on green screens and wondering what the hell was going on for a lot of it. Because some of those games, yeah, they knew that a lot of people had the green screen, but they really wanted to use the Amstrad's wide colour range. So I got the short end of the stick sometimes. Right, we've got everything except the crowbar from up there, which means we're about to make that area safe by grabbing the crowbar and not having to go back up until near the end of the game. I'm about to lose a life because I've just done something stupid. Oh no! Hey! Okay, so we open that area and we're going in. Here we go, walking down the street. with a big red shoes on a big red feet. Hey, hey, we're a clown. And that's just how we are. There we are. Boink and boink. Come on, we can do this. We can do this. We can do this. Hey, here's another example of the light and dark thing. The rocks are the same colour as that bat, but that bat is standing out because it's set to bright and the rocks are set to dark. And that's just one of the lovely things about the spectrum. You can have different shades so easily. Right, we need to go back down and get the garlic. No one deserves such tragedy. I used to love the C64. Some of my favourite games were on it. The C64 is a great machine. I just didn't get enough chances as a kid to play on it to really appreciate how good it was. But it's a bloody expensive machine as well. The graphics on this is splendidly clear. Yes, this is coming through the same cable, well, the same sort of cable, the same style, composite, from the same guy, actually. It's a third-party manufactured cable to get it onto a modern TV, and also through my video capture. So it's the same thing as the Amstrad, but because of the way the Spectrum works, its resolution is slightly higher than the CPC or the Commodore 64, and it looks so good. So we've made that area safe. We're going to go and make this area safe. C64 plus 4 was better. F16 was brilliant. I don't remember plus 4. That was a golf game, wasn't it? I think that was a golf game, but I'm not... Oh, we can't go down there yet because we need the Ghostbusters later to make it safe. So let's drop the clove of garlic, which looks... from my view, it looks like a pineapple. Am I alone in thinking that looks like a pineapple? Drop the Ghostbusters laser. Don't even have to go down there. It saves so much time. Grab all that. Got the clove of garlic. The only thing that's missing from this version of Dizzy that the Amstrad has is the tune. Dun, 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 dun. How did I get caught? Holy crap, how did I get caught down there? I never go down there. You shouldn't have... Yeah, you're not supposed to go down there. You're supposed to end up there. Okay. How the hell? What? Get up there! There. There we go. No idea why that works by jumping up to that. There's the oil that we're going to need later, so let's go and make this area so that we don't have to come back. Oh, I've got a different way of getting out. I was working on this the other day, working it out. Boing! There we go. I thought it was a pineapple. It's actually a clove of garlic, funnily enough. Right, there we are. Go back up here. I'll tell you what game was surprisingly good on the Commodore 64. Leaderboard Golf. I was really surprised by how well that plays. A lot of the other versions, when it's drawing all of the ground for the golf course, it takes a while. But Leaderboard on Commodore 64 was actually surprisingly good. Oh, pit socks. Jumping around like that. Silence gives the game more of an isolated, spooky feeling. That is true, yes. Nomad on the Spectrum. It has a very interesting art style. It looks like a punk fanzine, and it looks great. I really like that. So let's go up here and drop that off. Oh, the C64 plus 4 at the right. Yeah. Version with hardware, word processor, and spreadsheet. Used to play F16 from the cassette. Isn't the C64 plus 4 not a Commodore 64? It's like a C16 or something like that. It's a different machine, isn't it? I didn't know the games were compatible. I genuinely didn't know. That's interesting. So it can play Commodore 64. That's very cool. I like that. I love stuff with built-in things like that. It's like the Amstrad Notepad. I love the Amstrad Notepad. I actually have used it to script some scripts before because it's fun. Right, we don't need any to bring up any of those for the moment, so we can now leave. Back up to here, but it's all made good, so that's great. Hi Patrick, how you doing? Has the lure of Dizzy brought you in? Did you sense it with your Dizzy senses? GameHammer +4 is compatible with C60 games, but not C64, so it is a C16. Oh, I mistimed the jump, now I have to roll all the way up and down. I thought it was a C16. But it's still an interesting system, so I would definitely pick one up. +4 fans have converted C64 games to the +4. That is cool. That is definitely cool. I love fan conversions. It's great. So, next time, we're going to play School Days, and I'll make sure I get it to bloody work. But I don't know what happened tonight, so we're playing Dizzy, and once we're through this, I say once, if we get through this, because this game can be one of those where one small step that's wrong, and you're completely back at the start. If we get through this, then we should play something else as well. So, no. Oh my goodness, I'm so lucky there. Wow, that should not have happened. Oh, for goodness sake. So I lose the life in the bit that should have been frickin' easy. And again, what the hell's wrong with me tonight? Go up there. Get out the frickin' way. Oh my goodness. You had one until Christmas. Cool. Right, here we go. Drop. Yeah, there we go. Right, there we are. Right. I've no idea if C64 was expensive or not, thanks to my dad, his brothers. We rarely paid or paid very much. Hey, that's fair. If you get the option, then you go for it, because in this world, no one's going to look out for you except you and your family. So, yeah. All the Dizzy games have been ported to the +4. Dizzy should be on everything. I really genuinely think, in this age of retro collections that we find everywhere, that there should be a Dizzy collection on a modern computer or console. I'm surprised EA, of all people, haven't thought, hey, we could get a bit of cash out of putting out the ZX Spectrum versions in a simple emulator and just dumping them out. The Oliver twins, I'm sure, would be happy to have their Dizzy games back out there and making them a bit more cash. Surely. You can get a small adapter to use SD to IEC on it too. Cool. Don't forget your cat. The cat is going to look after you, yes. Jen and I are considering another cat. I think I'm at the point where I could handle it, but it's been hard. Here we go. Great. Grab the bird seed. Grab the birdie. Grab the bird seed. Beep 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 beep. I have no idea what the hell I'm talking about. I'd like it on Switch. Yes, I think Dizzy would be great on Switch. It would be lovely. Just a simple emulator that gets the original games out. Spectrum, Commodore, Amstrad, maybe a switch up like that. But Dizzy collection on Evercade would be lovely. Yes. Hi, Amelia. Get another kitties out. What I'm thinking is, Jen wants a little kitten. I want to make sure that an older cat that's lost its home for whatever reason gets a second chance. So I'm thinking an older cat with a kitten would be a nice addition to our little house. Took me 5 years to get another cat, says Patrick. Yeah, it's hard to get over them. They're such a big part of your life. Right, there we are. We've got rid of the birdies. Naturally, we used all this computing power to play Snake every day before and after school. Yes, NASA went to the moon on less computing power than what you have in your home computer. So what do you use your home computer for? Well, games mostly. You should definitely have a cat channel. Well, Dizzy VR. Oh my goodness. Dizzy VR would make you frickin' dizzy, I'll tell you that. I was playing Resident Evil 4 on VR, and wow, that was harsh. Oh, for goodness sake, I've just bounced into a bloody thing, right. That's a spade, isn't it? Yeah, got the spade. There we go. So, wait for that to go over, jump. Would you like a modern Dizzy game on modern hardware? I would have no problem with a a proper puzzle platform, a Donkey Kong Country, sorry, Banjo-Kazooie style even, with Dizzy. That would be great. Imagine if Codemasters actually did a retro compilation of all their old micro games. That would be absolutely brilliant. The problem with Codemasters is that they went a bit weird. Why didn't I get that bird when we went... Oh, for goodness sake, now we've got a bird here that I can't get rid of because I've left the bird thing behind. Excuse me. So you can imagine that Codemasters aren't really in a position to want to do an awful lot with their old stuff. They literally told the Oliver twins they didn't want to produce Dizzy at the first. This very game that we're playing, they didn't want to put it out. And then when it sold gangbusters, they went like, oh, have you got any more of them Dizzies? Patrick says I'd rather Dizzy be in 2D. 2D would be great as well, but if they're going to go down the modern route, I wouldn't mind a Banjo-Kazooie style Dizzy game. I think it would work. And probably work quite well, surprisingly well, in fact. Right, we need to grab this, because we're going into an area that requires us to dig a little deeper. So let's take this over. I would love a retro compilation though. Now that EA own Codemasters, I would love them to mine the Codemasters back catalogue. There is some excellent old stuff. Yeah, Codemasters are owned by EA now, and I can't see EA wanting to sit on that IP forever. I think they only bought them for the Formula 1 stuff, but even so. Like, we got that rare replay for a while back. Yeah, they only put the Dizzy out because of the Oliver twins' name on it. Yeah, and then it sold like mad. And they went, you got any more of them Dizzies? Yeah, we have. Right, we're going down here. Get rid of that. Boing. Over to here. Drop down. No, we're not going to drop down over there. So this was a bad idea, actually, coming down that way. Go back. Right, and out. Didn't quite work. Make sure that doesn't come out. There we are. Glitch back out. Drop that. What I need from down there is the bolt cutters. It's the only reason to go down there. You don't need to go left and try and deal with all of the crap that's over there. Yes, that's what I was saying, Patrick. The F1 stuff. Probably buy the rights to the IP they don't care about. Probably, yeah. If you market yourself right, you probably can. Like, I really need that over there. That, oh, for goodness sake, get down. Not that way, not that. I really need that extra life. So let's see if I can get it. Oh, no. Oh, this isn't working. Yeah, the Oliver twins don't have £500,000 just hanging around to buy Dizzy. Oh my goodness. Right, let's let that drop and then try and jump over. Jump. And hopefully... Yes. So, can we get the extra life? This is where things get a bit tricky. I got it. Yes, excellent. Right, let's go. Let's get out of here before we lose that life that we just painstakingly got there. Hi, Anthony. How you doing? Didn't quite work. Trying to glitch back out. It's a problem. No! Oh! The second I tried to jump out. So we've lost that. Wonderful. That's just wonderful. Okay, we may be trying this again. Right. There we are. Drop that there. We can do this. We can do this. We can do this. Right. No! I think we're trying this again. That's a death count of at least 7, guys. Okay, here we go. 7. With an extra one of a numpty. because I accidentally rolled into some of those. To be honest, I forgot you were on today. It happens. It is a bank holiday. It feels like a Sunday when it's not. Here we go. Right, let's try this again. Let's do this professionally. Very serious face. Didn't know because I saw nothing about it. That's weird. I put out loads of stuff. Okay. I'll have to have a look into that. Oh, sure it went out. Didn't it? Sure I put it out on Facebook. Weird. Oh well. I've played this game far too much to be able to sing that tune just off memory alone. Right, we got the first couple of bits, made it safe. Life is like a hurricane. What have I pressed? Oh! I didn't crash the game that first time. I pressed pause. That's how it is. Anyone seen or played Star Trek Researchers? I have heard of it, but I haven't played it. And the reason I haven't played it is that I forgot it was coming out. I genuinely thought it was out later in June or something. Interesting. So I will have to look it up. It looks interesting. I'm not sure about the choose your own adventure style of gameplay that I saw a little clip of, where you're essentially role playing and deciding what your responses are. Because while that could work for a Star Trek game, it means that it's one of those games that you can only really play once you've got the good ending and you know how to do it. But I'll reserve judgment until I've seen a bit more about it, because I do like my Star Treks. Oh, for goodness sake! Getting in the way with your bloody dropping things. Mainly working out what mainstream Disney animated Blu-rays I need to get Vicky. Cool. This is quicker than Sonic. Sonic, gotta go fast. I saw a load of Disney animated Blu-rays in the charity shop earlier today, and I was so tempted to get them because I love the old cartoon animation style, and every single one of them was delaminated. Like, seriously, had a huge brown mark on it, as if someone had burnt them. But they were all in exactly the same position, so it felt almost as if they'd been stacked next to a radiator or something, and the heat had started delaminating them. I really couldn't believe it. So I was so disappointed, but what can you do? Oh, for goodness sake. Disney rolls far more on the Spectrum than he does on the Amstrad, I tell you. So, even though she wants a complete collection. What, all 50 odd? That's going to take a while. Yes, Anthony, I saw your message about that. You got Input Magazine. That is amazing. Are Blu-ray discs vulnerable to this? To heat delamination? Oh, yes. If you put them next to a heat source, they'll delaminate. You keep them at room temperature, they should be fine. At least mine are. Lady and the Tramp, Hunchback and Hercules. That's an interesting set. Lady and the Tramp was always a favourite of mine as a kid. It's a really good film. Anyone tempted by the System Shock remake that comes out tomorrow? I think I'll pick it up when it comes on sale. I'm tempted, but I've never played the first one. I have the first one, I've never properly played it. So I'm gonna... Oh, for goodness sake. Just drop into the sea, why don't you, instead of jumping? What the hell? See, this is why I can't win this game. Show you just 15 on. Nice. It's good to have a collection and something that you enjoy. Right, drop the crowbar. Go and get the eye. Get that thing to go past, yes. Sploosh count increment. Oh my goodness. Been watching a Let's Play of it. It just flows like an episode of Star Trek. from the late 90s. Made by former Telltale employees. Yeah, I can see it's made by former Telltale employees because it's a choose-your-own-adventure game. And that's what they excel at. Oh, guys, we should at some point. Tell you what, after we finish the Star Wars Shadows of the Empire on Thursday nights, what we should play is the old Telltale choose-your-own-adventure games, like Back to the Future, the game. Oh, that would be so good. Ba 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 bum 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 ba 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 ba. Jen and I have been really enjoying those films on repeat. That's good. Right, there we go. Open that up. Make that visible properly. Grab this. Also picked up Lego Star Wars. What the? Oh, he goes up and down at random. Oh. Oh, this is going to be so hard. Get past, get past. Make sure he's out of the way. Oh my goodness. Oh. We're gonna lose out so much. Oh my goodness. Proof of Back to the Future. Yeah, I think it'll be a fun one to do. Also picked up Lego Star Wars 2 for GameCube in the same shop for 10 quid. Most people want 50 or 60. Yeah, the GameCube games have gone stupidly overpriced. It's done it again. It's like it's coded by a git. The Amstrad version does not jump as randomly up and down like that as this does. Oh my goodness. That is harsh. We're down to 1 life already. Oh my god, I am probably not going to do it. Again, this is so hard, man. Why did we play on the Spectrum? Oh, we're going to play and we're going to get through it and we're going to like it and we're not going to complain all the way. Honest. I'm not complaining, you're complaining. I didn't do it, you did. You all saw it. Git Master Software Limited. Yeah, they're bloody gits. I don't get that. Back to the Future Telltale Games is a great game. Yes, it is. You do know, you just called the Olivers gits. They wrote this version too. Yes, they did, and they're gits. Every single Dizzy game has a bit where it's just obnoxiously hard. Look at Fantasy World Dizzy and that run where you can't tell the foreground from the background. Or all of Treasure Island Dizzy because there's 1 life and when you're dead, you're dead. You know that they do it on purpose. It's getting warm in here. Let's turn on the fans. You'll probably hear a bit of noise. Yeah. So guys, hopefully you saw the schedule that we're on now, the GameHammer schedule. I'm going to try and stick to that as much as I can. So tomorrow, I've already recorded it. I'm just going to edit it after the show tonight. The video that will be going out at 8 AM, which is a look at all of the PS2 games that start with I. It's actually a quite surprisingly short list of games. I was very surprised. Right, let's go past. Drop the. Come on, Newton, drop the apple. Wow, if I jump now, it's going to drop. I tell you, if I jump, that will drop. It's guaranteed. See what I mean? It's like it's designed to hurt me. The game is designed to hurt. It's designed to make me cry. Do you really wanna hurt me? Do you really wanna make me cry? And the answer here would be yes. Oh, you could get Hornby Virtual Model Railway and try and make change layout in it. I have a copy of one of the Hornby Virtual Railways. I can't remember which one it is. I think it's like Virtual Railway 2 or something. I've got it on DVD somewhere. Found it in the charity shop. Oh, a 1980s music. I am from the 80s. 1980s, born and raised. Love it. Love it, better 80s. Okay, we're back here. Wolf Among Us was supposed to be a good game by Telltale. Even got wifey's interest. Yeah, apparently it's great. Hi, Retro and Lim. How you doing? Yeah, apparently Wolf Among Us is amazing. And didn't it get bought out by someone else so that they could complete it? Because when Telltale went bankrupt, they hadn't finished the story or something, so there was another season to come or something like that. I think I have one season of it, but I don't remember playing it. I think I got it in a bundle with something else, and that's why I've not tried it. It's one of those things. So here we go. Right, drop that there. Grab that. Trains Kids was born in 1980. Don't make me feel old. I'm born in 1980. I am vintage 1980. Like, specifically arrived right at the start of the decade, because this was going to be my decade, and it's great. That's the way it works. That's how it works. That's the truth. Truth, spelled TROOF. It was acceptable in. Oh, that song! Oh my goodness. I remember Acceptable in the 80s. That was a good song. I might listen to that later on when I'm rendering out some videos. 1980s is particularly excellent vintage. Yes, it is. Very good decade. Not for everyone. It wasn't the best decade for everyone. People born in the 90s wouldn't have thought the 80s was particularly good, but that's because they're wrong. Early 82 here. Oh, you're about as old as my sister then. Oh, there we go. We're all getting on now, aren't we? It's like, if you remember the 80s, how's your back? That's basically how it is, isn't it? So, the answer is, not that good, actually. If you remember He-Man, the first time it was on TV, remember to take your ibuprofen. There we go. I bought a ZX80. It was fun with a 2K RAM pack. Oh, the one that had to be attached with blue tack to stop it from crashing. If you all think we're old, my grandmother remembers the 1920s. My goodness. I know my grandmother remembers seeing the Spitfires go over during World War II. You were close to rolling in the moss and the inescapable bit there. I genuinely thought I'd screwed up. I actually did, yeah. First big thing I remember is probably Diana. My goodness. The thermal printer. I have a thermal printer in the other room because James Pat sent it, along with a Spectrum, which I have to both check out to make sure it's still working and pay him for. We need to talk about prices for that, James. I haven't forgotten. It's just, it's been one of those times, you know? Right, let's get rid of these bloody spiders. Remember not eating beef being a big deal. Oh my goodness, yeah, mad cow disease. I remember Ken Dodd with that. One of his stand-up routines. Are there any vegetarians in the crowd? Bloody know-alls. I love that. It was such a good joke. That'll depend on whether it works, says James. Yep, true. I'm sure it will. The Spectrum, as we've demonstrated tonight, it can be a bit fiddly at times, but they're usually a pretty good, a pretty hardy system. Modded by PS3, love it. Cool. Repairing an Amstrad game box, not damaged, just all glue worn away. Oh. Amstrad game box. Oh, that, the box that the games came in. Right, yes, I get what you're on about now. Hi, Mels, how you doing? 1965 to 1985, Generation X, the last great generation. Yes. Your grandmother died in 88 from mad cow. I'm sorry to hear that, Patrick. Oh my goodness. Not sure how the tapes have survived 35 years in an attic. You'd be surprised what tapes can actually endure. They're far hardier than we generally give them credit for. Okay, no, hang on. Why am I going back up? I need to go down. Because we're down here for the hard hat. The hardened hat. The hat of power. The hat of getting rid of the frickin' apples. There we go. Kind of insecticide. That's what we want. Big boxed young ones. Fold up box. Cool. There we go. Actually, that reminds me. There is actually a game called with lots of G's. It's insane. It's about a guy whose legs have been replaced with a spring, and he has to try and get from various platforms by deciding how strong his spring should be collapsed in order to get past. It's wonderfully stupid, and it's an incredibly difficult game. Like, you would not believe how hard it is to finish that frickin' game. Like, jump up there. Nope, can't. I'm going to roll instead. Boing. Scary part is those misfolded proteins can hang on for ages before getting you. Yes, they can. They get in there, and that's it. It's like a ticking time bomb afterward. Why did I roll down here? Like a prick. Get over. Yes, there we go. Boink, and boink, and boink, 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 boink. Ba-da-da-da-da. Jenny needs to pitch a daily Monday club on weekday mornings to ITV. That would be so good. Welcome to the Train Room, the new breakfast show from ITV. That might actually work. It would be very different, wouldn't it? This morning is close to getting cancelled by the government and the public. The government doesn't need to step in about this bloody morning. It's not going to need to, because every other booker wants to get rid of it anyway. Can I jump up there? Apparently not. Get across there. Up. Nope. Going up. Going up. Here we go. Walking down the street with a big red shoes on a big red feet. Hey, hey, we're the clowns. Would you like to smell our flower? Why are the Oliver twins at the top left and right? That's Dizzy. It's not the Oliver. Oh, that is cruel. That is so cruel. I had no idea this morning was still a thing. Yeah, that's the weirdest thing. It's just been kept going. And I don't know what's going on, because I've only heard tidbits and little things here and there about what's going on, but apparently everyone's just turned on Philip Schofield. I haven't got the gist. Can someone fill me in on what's going on? I should probably read the paper that I buy. I have a subscription to the Telegraph, and mostly because I was wanting to redo the news review show and never actually got round to it. But yeah, I should probably read that. A lot of political stuff going on BBC and ITV. There isn't supposed to be any political stuff going on BBC outside of political shows. It's supposed to be neutral. But I suppose that's not going to happen. That's the worst part. Like, the BBC, and to a lesser extent the other channels, but mainly the BBC used to be very highly respected, and yet, what happened? They showed their colours, or they just got new people in who didn't care? Because it's all over their comedy as well nowadays, and it's... They had an affair with a young bloke while still married. Well, boo-hoo! As long as it's legal, who cares? Yeah, let me grab a tissue. Oh, excuse me. This is the thing. As long as it's legal, who he's shagging is his own matter. He's not there. He's not some guy shouting about and screaming and stamping his feet about family values, is he? I don't remember him being that kind of guy. Groomed a teen who worked on the show that he'd known. Oh, Okay, that adds a bit more context. Groomed a teen, he'd worked on a show that he'd known since he was a child. That is a very different relationship than just having an affair with a guy while they're still married. Having an affair with a guy while still married, yeah, it's immoral, but it's not a firing offence. That is something different. Okay. In that situation, yes, I can understand why he's gone. If that's what happened, oh my goodness. Yeah. Not unwise isn't just the word. That's just oof. I know his brother went down for some nasty stuff, but didn't Philip Schofield inform the police when he found out about what his brother had been doing? But for goodness sake, if you've known someone since they were a kid, how could you ever find them attractive? Because it's in the back of your head that this person's still a kid. That's how I see things. Like, ugh. Like, in my head, I always get shocked when people born in the 90s or the 2000s are now getting jobs. It's like, I'm sorry, but aren't you 5? And how are you getting a job? You're not even old enough to drive. That's how they're all stuck at that age in my head. So I just don't understand someone who could have that kind of attraction to someone. It's just weird. Am I wrong in this? Am I out on my own in this? Because that's how I feel. Like, weird. Ugh. Right. Anyway, none of it looks great. Gotta look squeaky clean. That kind of job. Apparently, yeah. He and Holly had a major falling out. Yes, apparently they did. But that just happens. I fall out with people all the time. I am terrible for falling out with people all the time. Because I tend to say things before thinking about it. It's like you've got to remember being a comedian and practicing for stand-up. You get really into a routine of just saying things like snap, and then seeing how it goes from there, because you want to get that response in to hecklers and idiots. So it's very easy to fall out with someone because you say something that your brain goes, "This will be funny, say it," and then you do, and it turns out it's not funny, and you really shouldn't have done it. I'm one of those situations. Oh. Right, at this point, I think we need to get the oil from the oil can that's down here somewhere. Hayan says, totally agree. Yeah, I thought I wasn't out on my own with this. But here we are. Oh. Jenny needs a picture daily morning show. I'd be interested to see if anyone could actually pull that off. A morning show done via a YouTube or Twitch or whatever, done via an internet live stream. That would be a very interesting pitch. I would love to see if someone could do that. I remember meeting a friend's sister when she was 8 and then not seeing her again until she was 17 and my brain couldn't process it. Yeah, because at some point your brain just goes, right, that's the age, that they're never going to change. And like, brain? Come on. It's true though, isn't it? At some point your brain goes, no, that's the age, that's how they're going to be forever. And then you meet them again when they're 95. It's like, sorry, what's gone on? Last time I saw you, you couldn't even write your name. Now you still can't. What's going on? You see, this is what I mean. Just saying stupid things. That's what I do. That's what my head does. It's like, brain, come on. Stop getting me into trouble. Oh dear. The things we do on the... Seriously though, I would love to actually see the idea of someone do a proper... Like, not just happen to have gone live at like 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning, but a proper morning show with guests, and it just happens to be broadcast live on the internet. That would be very interesting. Welcome back, Retro and Lim. How you doing? That would be fascinating to see if anyone could do that. Amelia chased away an uninvited guest last night. You getting burglars? What's going on? Doing, doing, doing. Ba bum 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 bum. Right, drop this. Is the garlic or the insecticide close by? If it is, let's get that. If it's not... Take care, Krista. Thanks for coming along. Have a good night. Am I winning yet? Yeah, right. Like, if I'd have guessed what wasn't Philip Schofield, was it? Oh, that's funny. Right, so the garlic's not here. I'll have to go and get that, and the insecticide. So we'll take the vampire duck feather back. Another cat from the neighbourhood walked in when the door was open, and me chased them off, hissing and spitting. Cool. Right, let's grab the raincoat and sort out what's in here. I believe we can get past the spider, and then we'll see if we can get yeah. There we go. Oh yes, please give me. Yes, there we go. We've got the. Jump. No! Get back. We are not getting past there. Okay, leave the raincoat there. Get up and get the troll brew. So we've just lost 2 lives. We're probably not going to win now. Because that... Yeah. The random movement of these enemies is terrible. Right, let's hope that we can get past this. So we've got the troll brew. I'll take the troll brew, not the vampire duck feather. I really want to beat this, but I have a feeling it's not going to work. So we're just having a chat tonight, and while trying to finish a game that I finished before. She won't chase you away. That's all right then. I knew I liked her. Life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg. Racecons, lasers, aeroplanes. It's a duck blur. Might solve a mystery or rewrite history. DuckTales, who by letter. Every day they're out there making DuckTales, woohoo! By letter. Right, so there's the first ingredient in there. Get the insecticide. As danger lurks behind you, there's a stranger out to find you. What to do? Well, grab onto some DuckTales, woohoo! Balado. Every day we're out there making DuckTales. Stop making my PS2 collection vanish. I need that for stuffs. Many, many stuffs. Cats love me. They used to love me even more when I was a fishmonger. Oh, that's just a... That requires a slow trombone. I didn't do that very well, but you get the gist. Let me just grab my tissue again. Valley's 56XX says, I was feeding my cat when my cat walked in the cat flap. Oh my goodness, how can you... Yeah, I suppose if you've got a cat that is standard cat look and cat shape and cat colour, yeah, that can be quite the bugger, can't it? Right, let's leave that. Right, now we need to go back and... You could bring back bad sleepers. That's enough. That's not fair. And words to that effect. So we're going to need that rather than the duck. Give me the bloody hat. Give it here. Thank you. I need the hat. Meteor appears on Jenny's train. Say, oh, Jen will not enjoy that. Life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg. Race cars, lasers, aeroplanes, it's a duck blur. Might solve a mystery and rewrite history. It's DuckTales, woohoo, ba-ba-da-la-doo. Every day they're out there making DuckTales. Right, we got that. There's a stranger out to find you. What to do? Well, grab on to those DuckTales. Woohoo! Diddle-doo. Right, we're going to wait here for the... It's just not going to grow this time. Okay, that's great. Let's go over here then. Boing. Wait for this. Jenny vanishes, but the PS2 and CBC stuff come back. Ooh. How to respond to that one? Jump. And... Yep, got that there. Okay. So I can get that. Got the extra life. That's what we need. An extra lift. Right, is this gonna... It's just not gonna... there it is. I genuinely thought it wasn't gonna grow there, but we got it. Right, drop that there. Now we go back down. Jump across. Somehow my silly little shorts have garnered 1,684 subs to my channel. Excellent! That's great news. You're well on your way to monetization then. That's great news. Well done. Right, we've got the bolt cutters. Okay, let's go. Transformers, robots in disguise. Autobots wage their battle to destroy the evil forces of the Decepticons. Transformers, more than meets the eye. Transformers, robots in disguise. Why don't I have fun with the Infinity Gauntlet? The Infinity Gauntlet's not for fun. It's for like being a git and then fighting the git and becoming other gits, and there's it's gits all the way down basically. Hi Hannah Jade, how you doing? I've recently watched The Locket and thought it was great. Any chance of a sequel? I'm hoping to be able to film one this year. Got a bit of a thing to try and work out what to do with it, but yeah, we're hoping to be able to do a sequel. Going to have to go, guys. Got a busy day with Wingman tomorrow. Take care, and Space Chicken. Thanks for coming along, and have a great night. Oh, no monetization. Need 10 million views in 90 days on shorts, or way more video view hours than they get. Yeah, that's true. Just like making it so people run videos of trains when they go in short speed. Yeah, I think I've seen a few of yours, actually. But yeah, you never know. I'm starting to get... Why am I going that way? I'm going to need to go the other way. Excuse me. Oh, Amelia appears. Hello. Hello, Amelia. I don't know what she sounds like. Sorry about that. Excuse me. But, you know, I do impressions. I don't know who that impression was. 10 million views in 90 days. That's insane. For a short, it's actually fairly doable. There's a lot of people have got monetized very quickly from shorts. Lots of narrow gauge. I'm pretty sure I've seen some stuff, yeah. Right, hit the clove of garlic and go and deal with that frickin' bat. You know, and other words like that. I've got 260,000 in the last 90 days. So you've got more views on your shorts in 90 days than I've had ever. Let me just put it like that. That's the level. Right, so that's where we need the raincoat, and then make safe over here. Jump across and up. Make safe there. Grab that. Jump up. Grab the broken heart. We're going to need the broken heart. Kill it with fire, then nuke it from orbit. Arr, arr, arr. And I don't know why I'm going R, but well, you know, these things happen. So we've got the broken heart, which opens up the thing here. So there we go. Go down here and get the extra lift. Doink. Now, what's down here? Yes, that was it. Grab that. Wait for the stalactite to drop. Jump. Jump. Stay out of the way of it if I can. Jump. And up there. And across and up. No! Oh my goodness, so lucky. Losing viewers. It happens. YouTube is a weird place, and sometimes you get stuff going through and sometimes you don't. Why is the rum always gone? Because you drank it, that's why. Right, we now have the sharp diamond, which we can use to open up an area over the other side. And over here. We'll swap the sharp diamond for the other thing. GTO Kipper 2008 says, don't make a sequel to the Locket, the first one was rubbish. Well, thank you for your comments. There's the thing about art. If you don't like it, you're right. If you like it, you're right. If it's not for you, that's fine. It's just how it is. But thanks for the views. And across there, always got to make sure you don't lose your footing and break the game there. So we're going to drop the sharp diamond off by cutting open an area over by the mountains. And then we'll come back and hopefully we'll remember to bring the eye so we can get into the other area. There's the eye. So we're going to need that when we come back. I believe the dry ice is still up here actually. So we need to quickly grab the dry ice before it becomes difficult to get to it. So drop that there. Jump. Oh, not that way. Jump that way, Dizzy. Come on. We can do this. There it is. Grab. Oh dear. Drop that there. And up. I may have drunk all the rum or not. Meh. Okay, I did. Yep. Honesty is the best policy. Right, so grab that. Now we're going down here. Bottle of dry ice. How do we do this again? Actually, I think this is the area where we need to use the dry ice. So let's try this. Walk past that and hopefully land here. Wait for the stalactite to drop. There we are. And across. No! Oh! Oh! My timing is off! We have very little time. We have very little time and very few chances now. Get across. Okay. Down we go. Oh my goodness. And across. Grab that. And there we are. Oh my goodness. Jump across. So we've got the amulet, the protective amulet. Doesn't protect you from anything in the game except the evil wizard's axes, lightning attacks. Jump. Right. Now we're going to be very, very careful. Cross there. Wait for the stalactite to drop. And the other one. Jump. And down again. Oh. So we've got a couple of extra lives that we desperately need. And what did I die on? What did I hit? I didn't even see what I hit there. That's annoying. I care about their excess valleys. Yes, we've come to care about little Dizzy, the little egg that... Oh, for goodness sake, Dizzy, he's a prick at times. We've come to care about them, but bloody hell. Bugger it. There we go. Right, there we go. Just a lucky egg, man. Okay, it looks like we're not finishing this game tonight. So that was fun. But guys, I don't think we're finishing this tonight. But I hope you have enjoyed the show. So, actually, let's just turn this off so we don't have that noise in the background. I hope you've enjoyed the show. I'd like to do. I like to do stuff like this where we just play a game and have a chat. I'd like to do more of that, but I'm not sure when we could. Yeah, we got near the. This is so frustrating. It's like it's sorcery all over again, isn't it? So, oh, how hot is the computer? Yeah, it's getting warm. Good show as always. Thank you. Right. Like I say, I'm hoping to be able to get something edited tonight so that I can put out tomorrow's show, and I've got some stuff planned for the vlog channel as well. There'll be more stuff on this channel. I'm trying to change things up. I'm trying to basically hold myself together tonight. Guys, I'm getting a bit lightheaded and iffy, but I'm going to try and power through. So here's the situation. Mondays to Fridays, we're still doing the live streams on an evening, and that's what the schedule said on the latest upload. Tomorrow, I've got a GameHammer Extra where we're talking about the PS2 collection, which you can see behind me. And we're going through parts of that again. Thursday, I'm hoping to do a GameHammer, and if I can't, I'll be doing the first episode of Finishing Moves, the show about games that are finished, and like reviews of that, but in a very different style to GameHammer. And on my vlog channel, we've got some stuff coming up for that. I've got a load of stuff about micro machines, so they'll be coming out on Tuesdays, where we're doing Toy Tuesday as part of the vlog. But tonight, I'm hoping to get time to record something to put out a vlog as well about something special, something that's very close to my heart, and that's my electric guitar, and stuff about that, and Rocksmith as well, where I'll be talking about that. So there'll be a fair bit of that coming up, providing I actually get the time to do it. But for now, I've got to go and edit tomorrow's GameHammer video and see how it goes from there. I hope you've enjoyed tonight. It is a little bit earlier finished than I was hoping for, but if I start another run on Dizzy, which I could do, then we'll be here till past midnight. So I'm going to say let's not do that because it will be past midnight and then we'll be going on too long. But next week, hopefully we can finish the game. That would be nice. But guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Sorry that things ended up being a bit weird at the start where we couldn't get anything to work. But at least we got the sound back on the Spectrum, which tells me that there's something I need to have a look at inside. Maybe it's a dry soda joint, but it might just be a loose connection somewhere. But we'll find out. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me tonight. Booty long... Oh, a long play of Booty. That would be great. That would be so great. I love that game. Never finished it. I used to play it on my cousin's rubber key Spectrum back in the day. It was so good. There is an Amstrad and Commodore version of it, you know. I was shocked to find an Amstrad version back in the day. But yeah, anyway, thank you so much for joining me. Tomorrow we're going to have a long session for live game coding. I'm expecting to go later than 2 hours, longer than 2 hours even, because I want to finish off the main part of that set of puzzles that we've been doing, where we've got it's all about the rewiring the power distribution so that it actually go. No one has completed it on YouTube for Amstrad. Well, that'll be an interesting challenge. Like I say, we've got a big thing about power distribution for the game that we're making on the Commodore 64 tomorrow, so that'll be interesting, and see if we can get through that. But, like I say, thank you for joining me tonight. Take care, have a great evening, and happy gaming. Bye-bye!